It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Now that I got your attention, I guess I should probably mention I got a new album available now on my site. Nigga, fuck all that whining and bitching. You looking for greatness, then I'm the description. Dropping me by like a prison. Twisting your brow like ignition and split, nigga. That's what I call on the vision. I'm finna infiltrate, you cannot imitate. I'm from a pedigree, this is not Triple H. I took a road, you can't travel like Triple H. Do the impossible, just like a triple play. Genuine energy, I am not Timberlake. Ooh, but a nigga too insane. Truck for the money, but to pull up in the ring. So I can give a what the fuck about what a nigga think. I'm on some new shit, elevated my rubric. I'm an industry nuisance, giving my 2 cents. Telling niggas what the truth is. It ain't even about music. Everybody wanna know the cheat code. Bitch, I got bops on reload. I was just on live 2 hours straight. Ain't played not one repeat song. I'm ready for the spotlight. I was on the block like a stoplight. Every day I catch lightning in the bottle. These niggas told lies by the night, hitting spots twice. Couple years I was living on fried rice. Like a tree when I got to eat Popeyes. Gotta beat I'ma get your whole top 5. Spit heat on top like a rabbi. It's no. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there this evening. In this video, we're going to be getting into Megan Thee Stallion and Milagro Grrrls once more. Y'all know that we've been keeping up with this case from the beginning. This is a defamation, cyber stalking, harassment case of an ongoing hate campaign that Milagro Grrrls has been doing against Megan Thee Stallion since 2020. It has been established that Milagro has also been accepting payments from Tory Lanez father and or Tory Lanez. You know, they are in tandem, in excess of $3,000, if not more, probably hidden payments that weren't in her cash apps or other areas. There's also an issue going on with Milagro about not reporting things into discovery to show connection between herself and others, to show, you know, the extent of the relationship and the requests that have possibly been made or conversations that she's had colluding against Megan Thee Stallion. These things are being, evaded. She's refusing to submit them to court. I don't understand why she's refusing or how she's refusing when she has lawyers. She has 2 attorneys that are supposedly working on her behalf. I don't understand how they're not guiding her in the right direction. Or maybe they're saying just accept whatever the penalty is. Maybe the information is too damning for her to submit it, so she'd rather accept having to pay fines and risk possible jail time. I don't know. Stupid motherfuckers out here just do what they do. So why would I try to understand it, you know? But nonetheless, they had some sort of hearing earlier in the day. Unfortunately, I don't have an update from that hearing. The transcripts are not available online. Documentings will be coming out soon to give us an update on, you know, the transcripts of this meeting from today. But what we're going to cover today is the subject matter of the hearing that took place and the things that Megan and her legal team have been requesting in order for this hearing to happen. Okay, so here we have a 3-page document from Megan's legal team, and this is basically an outline for the evidentiary hearing of the exhibits that they were going to be requesting or having a conversation about, so that they get clarity and get the judge to put their hand on this situation, since they can't seem to get Milagro to cooperate. All right, so exhibit list is going to be a transcript of the July 21st, 2025 deposition of Milagro Cooper with exhibits. So remember, they did have the opportunity to depose Milagro. So they went over that transcript of how that conversation went. As of this time, I don't know how that conversation went. We're going to have to wait for the updates of the transcripts and all of this stuff from this hearing to be released to know how that went. They also were going to be exhibiting transcript of July 25th deposition of Caesar McDowell. Now remember, Caesar McDowell is the head of Unite the People. They were formerly representing Milagro, except they backed out of this case and left her out to hang and dry about a month or two ago, right? They washed their hands of the situation. They still represent Tory Lanez. They're actively trying to get his appeal out there in California. It looks like it ain't gonna be successful, but I don't know how it's gonna work out in the long run. But that's where the connection comes in. Caesar McDowell, remember there were leaked DMs of him showing disdain for Milagro because of things that she said about their foundation online as they were putting up the money for her to pay legal fees. So he said, hey, we done put up all this money to goddamn find lawyers in Florida and do all this shit, and she gonna disrespect us? I'm out of here. Okay? So they also went over the deposition of Caesar, which I believe was not all that positive. They were to discuss a screenshot of off the record / lips are sealed direct message from Sunstar Peterson to Miss Cooper. Remember, Sunstar Peterson is Daystar Peterson, as in Tory Lanez's father. Included in September 24th, 2020 text exchange between Miss Cooper and Emile Cottrell. Okay, off the record, lips are sealed. It's a DM that I'm guessing they're trying to keep private, but it was obtained. Screenshot of send me your number mail, Instagram direct message from Daystar Peterson, that is Tory Lanez, to Miss Cooper, included in September 24, 2020 text exchange between Miss Cooper and Emile Cottrell. So back in 2020, of course, this is around the time when, after the shooting took place in which Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion, and he was being brought up on charges. She was trying to get comfy cozy with the family. They have proof of DMs. Going to be very interesting to see what those DMs entail, or if it's just these quotes here. February 23rd, 2022, a sue me X post from Miss Cooper. June 8th, 2024, it was so people could see the video. Another X user posted. What would be the lawsuit for that be? X post from Milagro Cooper. I'm pretty sure that's about the deepfake video that she shared in her likes and told people to go look at. And she even went on social media asking what would be the lawsuit for that, when people were trying to let her know this ain't a good look. Document preservation letter received by Miss Cooper on October 29, 2024. Remember, document preservation letter means that this is when she was served by the courts not to delete anything, right? Because they would have to submit information, documents, etc. into discovery. Okay, so they're going to bring that back up to say, hey, she was served. She knew what this entailed. She understood the consequences, and we plan on enforcing them. November 5th, 2024, direct message from Stilettos, whoever that is, account to Milagro Cooper regarding legal strategy. A person named Stilettos. You're taking legal strategy from that, whomever that may be? No wonder this is where we are today. November 14th, 2024, screenshot of preservation letter received by Miss Cooper on October 29th, 2024. Okay? So there's a screenshot from the 14th of last year, November 14th, excuse me. We also have a November 14th, 2024 screenshot of text to Tory Lanez's father being deleted. The same day of the screenshot of the preservation letter. July 10th, 2025, FTI report regarding examination of WhatsApp and text message deletions. We talked about that. July 9th, 2025, FTI SMS analysis spreadsheet. Of course, SMS will be text messages. July 25th, 2025, FTI SMS analysis spreadsheet. July 31st, 2025 FTI report regarding examination of WhatsApp and text message deletions. So this is one document of what was to be addressed in that hearing today. Here we've got another document basically breaking down the notice of issues to be discussed, okay? So it says, please take notice that a hearing on discovery matters will be held before Magistrate Judge Lisette M. Reed today at 9:30 a.m. at the C. Clyde Atkins U.S. Courthouse. The discovery matters to be heard include sanctions pursuant to defendant's spoliation of evidence. Remember, they just charged Milagro $5,000 for Megan Thee Stallion's legal fees for wasting her time by not submitting to discovery. She has 30 days. Well, no, it's not 30 days no more. But she had 30 days to pay up. Now they're discussing further punishment, okay? A, defendant's deletion of communications, including those with Sunstar Peterson. Despite good faith attempts at conferral, defendant has presented no well-reasoned explanation for the mass deletion of thousands of messages from her cell phone. 20,000 to be exact. Defendant's failure to produce or turn over a single responsive WhatsApp communication on her credentials to that platform, or her credentials to that platform, despite being ordered to do so by the court at the last discovery hearing. So she still has not given anything in the direction of WhatsApp. She's being evasive with the communication. She's being evasive with the credentials, the login to see what's going on, even though the judge ordered her to hand it over. C, the entry of sanctions pursuant to Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 37E, including but not limited to an adverse inference, instruction, and an award of attorney's fees. As she continues to waste her and her legal team's time, her as in Megan Thee Stallion, they're going to be trying to enforce that Milagro pays the fees for all of the time she's wasting. So that $5,000 that came out that she's going to have to pay could end up being doubled, tripled, or quadrupled, not to mention if and or when she happens to lose this case, what she's going to have to pay at that point. 2, defendant's failure to respond to plaintiff's fourth set of requests for production served July 2nd, 2025, and plaintiff's third set of interrogatories served July 2nd, 2025. It's been a month, and she has failed to respond. And she has lawyers or attorneys working for her, and she's still ignoring communication. I wonder if these motherfuckers been paid yet, because ain't nobody giving her actual counsel. 3, coordinating the redeposition of Daystar Peterson, that is Tory Lanez, pursuant to Judge Altenega's order. So they're still trying to figure out when they're going to depose Tory once again, because the first time he was extremely disrespectful, talking about somebody's hair when his been falling off since he been in the joint. He ain't been able to get his motherfucking reactivation of Bosley. Anyway, 4, requesting the redeposition of Caesar McDowell. Once again, Caesar McDowell is the dude over Unite the People who were formerly working for Milagro, who said, we getting the fuck on. The Milagro Grams era is over. Okay, now he needs to be redeposed due to his obstructive deposition conduct. So he was actually obstructing as well. He was disrespectful. Jesus. Which included deliberately evading questioning, engaging in inappropriate behavior, and directing offensive comments toward examining counsel. This is a person who claims to be working on behalf of people that can't afford good legal counsel. He went for a deposition and showed his motherfucking ass. Now, how can the goodwill of the people be at the forefront when you showing us the backside? Plaintiff seeks an order requiring that the redeposition be conducted under the supervision of a court monitor and requests attorney's fees. So Caesar McDowell might have to come out of some money for wasting Megan Thee Stallion and her legal team's motherfucking time as well. The undersigned has conferred with counsel for Mr. McDowell, who has indicated no objection to this request. And oh yes, for that other deposition that Tory Lanez fluffed, he probably gonna have to pay up as well. And he gonna have to pay for his own deposition when they set up the actual date. Probably the same for Mr. McDowell. Number 5, request to issue subpoenas beyond the fact discovery cutoff as a result of the late disclosure of witnesses in the FTI production and defendant's deposition. Furthermore, number 5, request to issue subpoenas beyond the fact discovery cutoff as a result of the late disclosure of witnesses. Okay, I just went over that. Sorry. Copies of the relevant source documents will be emailed to chambers consistent with the procedures set forth in Magistrate Judge Reed's discovery procedures order. Okay. So both Tory Lanez and Caesar McDowell from Unite the People flubbed their deposition, were very disrespectful, and now they will have to be re-deposed all over again for being disrespectful miscreants. Okay, we'll continue. And last but certainly not least, this is also the exhibit and witness list, which was submitted this morning for the hearing. So in this list, it says here, Matthias Levakov sworn and testified. I do not know who that person is or the significance of said person. I guess we'll find that out later. We have extraction for defendant's phone on 12/22/22. Extraction for defendant's phone on 12/22/22 at 5:33 a.m. 3 messages. Extraction for defendant's phone on 10/30/30. I'm guessing that is not accurate in terms of the year. At 3:27 p.m. 4 messages. Extraction for defendant's phone on 11/6/24 at 7:52 p.m. Screenshot from defendant's phone of deleted folder R.E. Sunstar Peterson. So there was a whole Sunstar Peterson folder in her phone. Tory Lanez daddy. Metadata in the database from the defendant's phone. Forensic analysis of iPhone by Kevin Leung. Defendant's tweet dated 6/8/24 and defendant's tweet dated 2/23/22. All right. So these are all, once again, things that needed to be covered, spoken about, or brought before the judge in the meeting this morning. Again, the contents of this meeting shall be revealed in the coming days. Just wanted to give y'all an update about what is happening, what the conversation is, and man, they coming for your ass, ma'am. This is why you don't play stupid games. This is why you don't go out your way to disrespect people, especially when you have a platform and you're online where everything is recorded. This is why it's just best to just keep it smooth. You ain't got to like everybody. You ain't got to agree with everybody. But when you go out your way to go on a hate campaign against somebody that you don't even know, and you go about badgering them daily, yeah, it might come back to bite you in your ass. And it ain't gonna feel all that great. All right? Be walking around like Craig Daddy. Okay? But best wishes to everyone involved. I don't know if we're gonna see the best outcome for everyone involved, but we will see. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. All right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.
King of my city in cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mile. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross I'm out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.